Bringing the experts to you this morning, saving for your future and avoiding mistakes along the way is not impossible if you have the right knowledge and tools. Wealth manager and author Jim Sloan will be with us for the next hour, giving us some insight. And so, Jim, what is the most common mistake that you see savvy investors make that they can avoid?
Well, Chris, a common mistake would be many people don't take advantage of the company's match program. And a match program is if your company or your employer offers a 401k or a retirement plan and that has a match program with it. Well, effectively what they're doing is giving you free money. However, what happens as the employees move along is that they don't take advantage of it. So let's take, for example, somebody that has 10% a year going into their 401k plan, 10% a year. The company would match up to, say, 5%. Well, there's 15% of money going into your 401k each year. However, only a third of that is not coming out of your pocket. So if you don't take advantage of the match program, you potentially could leave money on the table.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of the free money. It's important to point out, though, that not all employers match employee contributions, right?
That's exactly right. Some do, and the ones that are currently offering that, many of them are currently pulling back on that or just completely eliminating altogether.
Okay, Jim, in just about 10 minutes, Jim will tell us about diversifying your investments. You always hear about diversifying your portfolio. Jim's going to give us some insight. Thank you, sir. With us once again this morning, wealth manager and author Jim Sloan. Jim, we often hear that catchphrase, diversify your portfolio, diversify our investments. Break down what exactly that means and what you need to do and the mistakes people make when doing it.
Well, Chris, that's really one of the big issues when it comes to diversifying is most people don't do it. I mean, it's sound advice. You know, we've heard over the years, don't put all your eggs in one basket. However, most people don't follow that advice. And, you know, if you have a market taking off and people, look at their stocks and their mutual funds and, oh, it's going up. Well, I'm doing great. You know, they get all excited about that and they fail to diversify. So, without diversifying, well, you actually have higher risk than you normally would take.
What if their only option is their 401k plan, say?
Well, there's sometimes it's not just that's the only option, maybe the 401k from your employer, but there's other options outside of your employer. So maybe you don't want to max out your 401k, maybe max out contribute just enough where you get the match for sure, and then look at other alternatives, other tax-free alternatives such as Roth IRAs, cash value life insurance, or maybe municipal bonds.
Okay, when Jim comes back, he is going to tell us why you should rebalance every year. Jim, thank you. Jim, traditional wisdom is that you cannot time the market, so is buy and hold the best alternative?
Well, Chris, sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. Studies show us that if you can hold an investment for at least 20 years, then sometimes, or most of the time in that 20-year period, it's going to come out okay. However, most investors don't have the time frame or the tolerance to hold, or the patience, if you will, to hold those investments for that length of time. And we have certainly seen that in the past decade, past 12 years or so, that a buy and hold portfolio can certainly be destroyed with all the volatility in the market. So it may not be a good idea for everyone.
Okay, Jim, in about 10 minutes, Jim will be back to tell us about becoming emotionally tied to their investments and the problems that can arise from doing that.
And I hate to bring this up, but back in the Enron days, you see where people were putting 90 to 100% of their 401k accounts into Enron stock, and of course we all know what happened there. So, and believe it or not, here we are 2012, and we're still seeing some of the same things today with various companies.
So, say it in a simple way. What should savvy investors be doing today, right now?
Well, don't panic. And first off, the questions that you have, and there's probably going to be quite a few, how much do I need to save? How much do I need at retirement? What type of investments are right for me? Well, the end result is you probably want to get these questions answered, seek out a trusted advisor, and take it one step at a time.
Jim Sloan, we appreciate your insight and your great advice all morning long.